every year, the Oscars crown the best actors in Hollywood, but sometimes the Academy misses the mark. From Ethan Hawke's tortured priest to Ryan Gosling's silent getaway driver, these performances should have earned a nomination, but never did. Let's count down the 10 most unforgettable Best Actor snubs. First up, Ethan Hawke in First Reformed. As Reverend Ernst Toller, Hawke delivered a devastating portrait of guilt, grief, and radical faith. Critics hailed it as his career best, and the film earned Paul Schrader an Oscar nod for screenplay, but Hawke left out completely. A performance this powerful deserved more than silence from the Academy. Then we have Adam Sandler in Uncut Gems. Forget the goofy comedies, this was raw, manic brilliance. As Howard Ratner, a gambling-addicted jeweler spiraling out of control, Sandler gave us 2 hours of pure anxiety and chaos. Critics raved, audiences buzzed, yet no Oscar love. Turns out, sometimes the Academy just can't handle the Sandman. Jim Carrey's work in The Truman Show was ahead of its time. Playing Truman Burbank, an everyman trapped in a fake reality TV show, Carrey balanced comedy, heartbreak, and existential dread. Now, he won a Golden Globe for the role, but the Academy completely ignored him. Proof that comedy actors often have to fight twice as hard for Oscar respect. Robert De Niro is an Oscar legend, but somehow the king of comedy went unrecognized. As Rupert Pumpkin, a delusional, aspiring comedian who kidnaps his idol, De Niro turned in one of his most chilling performances. Martin Scorsese directed a satire that feels more relevant today than ever. When even De Niro gets snubbed, you know the Academy was not paying attention. Say hello to my little friend. Al Pacino's Tony Montana in Scarface is one of cinema's most iconic characters. The rise and fall gangster tale became a cultural phenomenon, inspiring music, fashion, and memes decades later. Yet the Oscars gave Pacino zero recognition for it. Sometimes being legendary does not guarantee you a golden statue. Ryan Gosling in Drive is the definition of cool restraint. He barely speaks, but every look and every action says more than dialogue ever could. As the stoic driver navigating love, violence, and neon-soaked LA, Gosling was unforgettable. But when it came for nominations, nothing. The Academy might have missed him, but Gosling's cult status only grew stronger. Oscar Isaac's breakout in Inside Llewyn Davis showed his full range. Sardonic, soulful, heartbreaking, and as a struggling folk musician in the 1960s New York, Isaac not only acted, but he sang live throughout the film. The Coen brothers delivered an indie masterpiece, but Isaac walked away empty-handed. For many fans, this was the birth of a star, even if Oscar voters didn't see it yet. Okay, Michael B. Jordan in Fruitvale Station brought the tragic real-life story of Oscar Grant to the screen. Now, his performance was intimate, natural, and deeply moving. The film itself was a Sundance sensation, but the Academy overlooked Jordan completely. One of the most emotional snubs of the decade, proving awards don't always match the impact. David Bowie, rock legend, gave a mesmerizing performance in The Man Who Fell to Earth. Playing an alien stranded on Earth, Bowie was hypnotic, fragile, and otherworldly. It wasn't just acting, it felt like Bowie was living for the role. But for the Academy, too weird, too risky. Years later, Bowie's performance is still studied, while the snub looks even bigger. Now finally, Willem Dafoe in The Last Temptation of Christ. Martin Scorsese's controversial film reimagined the life of Jesus, and Dafoe carried it with intensity, humanity, and vulnerability. Critics praised his bravery, but the film's backlash scared away voters. One of the boldest performances of the 80s deserved recognition, not avoidance. These 10 performances prove that Oscar gold isn't always the measure of greatness. From cult classics to groundbreaking indies, the Academy missed chances to honor actors who redefined cinema. But in the end, these roles outlived the snubs, and that's the real legacy.